Paul Rabin, the most hated character in Marvel Comics, but now he is dealing with the trauma. First, he lost his entire world by his own father, then he lost his kids, and now the woman she fell in love with now broke up with him. Hey everyone, welcome back to ComicsTube YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss one of the most controversial characters in Marvel Comics history, Paul Rabin. But before we begin, if you guys are new here, then please subscribe and turn on the notifications to never miss any future uploads. Please like, comment and share. All the text and images are owned by its respected company. You can support them by purchasing it digitally or from any offline stores. It all starts in late 2022. After getting through multiple ups and downs and getting killed multiple times, Peter is back in his life with his true love, Mary Jane Watson. He even wanted to marry her, as Aunt May gave Peter her own marriage ring to propose MJ. But that didn't happen, as the couple get confronted by the evil emissary, Benjamin Rabin, a villain from an alternate Earth. He nuked his own planet, killing billions just to get godlike powers, and now he entered into Earth 616, brands MJ and Peter with the marks of sacrifice, and sends them to an apocalyptic world. Peter lands fighting the horrifying creatures, but then they are rescued by Paul Rabin, the villain's own son. Paul is no hero. He is a survivor, haunted by his dad's creations, his genocide. In this hellscape, time works differently. What feels like days on Earth is 3 to 4 years in this dimension. So they work together to get out of this place. They manage to build a teleportation device, but then the evil god Vibe attacked the trio. He wants to kill Peter, so MJ sends Peter back to his own world, and she got stuck with Paul in this wasteland dimension, fighting the creatures, scavenging ruins, losing hope. And in this dire situation, MJ and Paul found a spark between them. They fall in love. They also found 2 kids, Stephanie and Owen, and they become their parents. Now several years have passed, but one day, Peter returns to that dimension, helps Paul to kill his genocidal dad. After seeing his love, Peter can't control his emotions, but MJ pushes him away, telling Peter that he is too late. She is now with Paul and a mother of 2 kids. The entire world of Peter is shattered in a second. This wasn't a breakup, it was a hijacking of Spider-Man's soul, the end of the iconic Peter and MJ's romance. The writer Zeb Wells introduces Paul as a rage bait. His true intentions is to provoke, split the fandom, spark debates, and his mission accomplished. Most of us hate Paul. We want either Peter go back to MJ or be permanent with Black Cat. But the fact is, the writers don't want Peter to be settled in life, getting married, or having kids, as they believe it will drop their sales. And by introducing Paul, they created the controversy that spiked their sales of Spider-Man comics. We hate Paul, but that doesn't mean he deserves this kind of hate, and ruining Peter's life is also bad. The writer hasn't shown any character development inside Paul. Instead, Paul is showing as a greedy, insecure and coward. He sticks to MJ like a leech. He doesn't have a job, as he doesn't belong from this world. He is a freeloader, enjoying his life with MJ's money, staying in her apartment. But when Mary Jane became the superhero jackpot, spending most of her life saving the world and her modeling career, trying to forget the pain of the death of her kids, Paul doesn't like that, as he started to believe that she is ignoring him, also cursing Peter, as now MJ is following her ex, saving the world instead of spending time with her boyfriend. One time, when MJ and Peter are getting closer, Paul interferes. He doesn't have any trust on MJ, and because of him, MJ's life is in constant danger because of the gauntlet which are made by Paul. If the luck-based gauntlet activate 3 same slots, MJ will die, and that also happened. And that time, Venom entered in MJ's life. In all new Venom series, the entire scenario flips. MJ inherited the symbiote, as due to her gauntlet's malfunctions, she is about to die. So Venom merged with her, saving her life. But now, they are permanently bonded, and if Venom separate, MJ will die. MJ hid this secret from Paul, as she doesn't wanted him to get worried. But when he learns the truth, Paul has a complete opposite reaction. He feels betrayed. He can't trust MJ anymore, as because of Venom, she didn't intimate with Paul, always ignored him. And on top of that, Dylan Brock, Eddie Brock's son, who is staying with MJ, also hates Paul, mocking him, insulting Paul for losing his imaginary kids, and also telling them to break up. And one day, Paul is snapped. He confronts MJ and reminds her he can't live with her anymore, especially when there is a third person in their lives. MJ is also shocked. She can't process any of this. She's starting to realize their relation isn't going to work. She even trusted Flash Thompson more than Paul. She knows Flash can understand her more than Paul. She is also thinking about Peter, and then she hears the news about Spidey's brutal defeat by a new villain, Hellgate. But But this changed him. He doesn't care anymore what's happening to the world. Shocker and his army are destroying everything, looting innocent people. But instead of stopping them, Peter simply ignores them. He is keeping his distance from his friends and family members. Aunt May is getting worried, so she contacted MJ to talk with Peter. So MJ visits to his apartment and meet Peter. She tries to convince him to forget everything. She wants him back in her life. She even shows Peter that she is Venom's new host. But Peter isn't surprised. He even says that MJ and Venom deserve each other, and he slams the door in front of their face, rejects MJ. But unknown to her, that wasn't Peter Parker. It was Ben Reilly, Peter's clone. He is trying to show the world that Peter is still here. And on the other side, there is another Spider-Man with glowing red eye, wearing bracelets. He is brutalizing the criminals. He broke Shocker's hand. The criminal underworld is terrified by this new Spidey's actions. He even gets confronted by the other Spider heroes. But in the end, when he removes his mask, it reveals Norman Osborn, who is also proving the world that Spider-Man is still here to protect his city. Maybe his method is brutal, but he is keeping his city safe. And the real Peter Parker is in outer space, in an unknown planet sent by Hellgate. He is eating rats, trying to survive the days. But then he is found by a mysterious scientist who is helping Peter to get more stronger so he can defeat Hellgate. But soon he finds out this scientist is experimenting on living alien beings, and Peter can't live with that. He demands the scientist to release them quickly, and they engage in a fight. But then Peter finds a flexi suit. It gives him immense strength, and with it, he defeats the scientist and rescues all the captured aliens. And one of them is Rocket Raccoon and another symbiote named Symbi. And it seems Peter is going to be recruited into the Guardians of the Galaxy. Now the separation from MJ creates a huge toll in Paul's life. He is heartbroken, cursing himself for mistreating MJ. So after getting rejected by Peter, when MJ returns home, Paul then approaches her with a teary eyes. He says sorry to her, begs MJ to give him one more chance. He will change. But this time MJ snaps. She tells Paul that this relation isn't working anymore. It's better if they separate. And hearing this, Paul's entire world gets shattered in a second. MJ broke up with Paul, and now he has no one in this world. Paul became alone. He promises Venom that he will keep an eye on Dylan, but that will not possible by staying in MJ's apartment as they broke up, so he can't stay in this place. He needs to find another place to live. Paul truly loves her. When MJ Venom get confronted by Dr. Otto Octavius, Paul gets worried for her. He doesn't want to lose her, but MJ doesn't want him anymore. From apocalyptic survivor to losing the love of his life, Paul's identity is shattered. From humiliated by the others and losing his entire world, Paul now isolates himself, living a lonely life. But some fans also believe Paul Rabin is the alter ego of the evil Mephisto, who sends Paul to break up MJ and Peter. As if MJ and Peter got married, in the future, their daughter Mayday will be the only one who will defeat Mephisto and end his demon realm. That's why the one more day happened. But as of now, there is no proof that Paul is Mephisto. He's just a heartbroken man. So what are your thoughts? Did Paul deserve this? And what will be his future in Marvel Comics? Share your thoughts on the comment section down below. And if you like this video, then please subscribe, as this will motivate me to make more contents. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.